The Indian wedding industry is estimated to be around $50 billion a year and highly fragmented, with online accounting for 6% of this market. Online matrimony space is dominated by the top three players: Matrimony.com, Shaadi.com, and Jeevansathi.com. These platforms operate multiple portals catering to different communities and socio-economic groups. Further, the marriage services business, while at a nascent stage, provides depth to their offerings. In this segment, major players include Wedding Bazaar and Mandap Weddings, among others. All major portals operate a freemium revenue model where these portals aim to convert free users to paid users. These premium memberships are multi-tiered and range between 2,000 and 5,000 rupees for 3 months, with a cap on accessing the number of profiles and contact details. The revenue of the matchmaking and dating segment in India is expected to grow 5% per annum for the next 4 years to reach 2,000 crores by 2024. Matrimony was launched in 2000 and has since grown into over 300 community portals and 15 regional portals with around 5 million plus active profiles, of which 15 to 17% are paid. It is India's largest online matrimony platform with a 60% market share and generates 97 to 99% revenue from its matchmaking services, which is driven through average transaction value that ranges from 4,500 to 5,000 rupees per month per subscriber. Matchmaking ATV has grown at a CAGR of 7% over 2015 to 2020, while matchmaking revenue has grown at a CAGR of 9.2% in the same period. FY21 though was a difficult year for the business, which saw a 9.5% decline in ATV and slow revenue growth. Around 1 to 3% revenue comes from its marriage services segment, which operates Wedding Bazaar and Mandap. Matrimony.com has a differentiated business strategy to target micro markets through customized portals, catering to different religious, caste, linguistic, and community preferences. The company has a robust presence through different portals and apps across India, but dominates the southern states and faces stiff competition in the North Indian states. Matrimony.com is 4x larger than its nearest listed peer, Jeevansathi, in terms of revenue, and has been profitable since 2013, while Jeevansathi is still generating negative EBITDA. Matrimony.com reported a 4.3% sequential growth in net sales, while the EBITDA margin improved 398 basis points to 21.1% in Q1 FY22. Matchmaking billing fell 1.3% sequentially to 105 crores, offset by 1.6% growth in matchmaking ATV to 4,742 rupees. Matrimony.com has consistently managed to convert the free users to paid subscribers and also grew per user transaction value to 5,000 rupees pre-pandemic at a CAGR of 7%. Indian weddings still largely remain arranged by families, and therefore Matrimony shouldn't see any problem in subscriber additions in the coming years. With the acquisition of ShaadiSaga.com, the company should be able to augment its position in the nascent wedding services market. As digital exposure increases, the shift of Indian families towards digital matchmaking portals should be smooth on account of convenience and the option of personalized and detailed services. Like any other digital service, the network effect also plays a role in the online matchmaking industry and generally favors large players as they tend to have more profile listings, which in turn brings more users, generating even more listings that over time becomes a moat for the company. We expect Matrimony's paid subscribers to grow 5 to 6% annually till FY23, while matchmaking ATV should rebound to around 5,000 by end of FY22 and then continue to grow 5 to 7% yearly for the next 2 years. Acquisition of ShaadiSaga should help drive the marriage services revenue, but unlikely to turn business profitable by end of FY23. At the current market price, Matrimony trades at FY23 PE of 28.9x, below its historical forward multiple. Its share price has broadly underperformed the market as the wedding business was severely impacted by COVID restrictions. As recovery gains momentum, Matrimony's share price should reflect its fair value. We recommend investors to add the stock with a medium to long-term view. Risks to watch out for will be a possible third wave of COVID-19.